Good morning, investors and traders. In today's segment, we'll be talking about two important assets, and that is gold and Bitcoin. We'll be discussing them in terms of the opportunities. Are they going to be moving to the upside or to the downside? And more importantly, what are the reasons behind that in the light of the Federal Reserve meeting, which is coming up today? So, before I do that, as always, it is important for me to go through this brief disclaimer, which is right in front of you. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me. Now, guys, a bit about myself. I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon, as an equity trader for Bank of America, and currently providing services as a chief analyst to Trade. So why today are we talking about gold and Bitcoin? Well, firstly, today is a very, very important day because today the Federal Reserve is going to be announcing its decision about its monetary policy at 7 p.m. London time or UK time. Why London time? Because this is where I am based. So when the decision will come, we are going to be expecting massive moves in the dollar. And guess what? This BTC, your Bitcoin, is priced against the dollar. So we are likely to see a lot of momentum in Bitcoin based on that. And also, the Federal Reserve's decision is going to be targeting inflation, which seems to be getting out of control right now. And remember, Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. And if there is no sort of willingness to bring inflation down, we could see traders really pushing Bitcoin to the upside. The same goes for the dollar, for the gold price as well. Gold price has seen some tremendous sell-off for the past few days, and as of today, if we see the Federal Reserve making no decision towards its inflation, we could see big moves. And of course, any hawkish statement could really bring more strength for the dollar index. That means that this price, which is currently struggling with the 50-day simple moving average, which I will confirm in a lot more detail, it is going to move to the downside. Now, of course, guys, if you like the content, if you like what we discuss, smash that like button. But more importantly, markets do change, and that means you need to be up to date with the most up to date information. And for that, you need to make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, and if you hit that bell icon button, then the moment I will upload the new videos, you will have all that information. So let's begin and then start looking at the chart on the daily time frame. To, as always, very, very briefly, we have three different moving averages. Firstly, it is your 50-day, second is your 100-day, and then lastly, your 200-day simple moving average. The concept is as long as the price continues to stay above them, bulls are in control. When the price begins to cross below these moving averages, that shows initial sign of weakness, as we can see over here. Now, more recently, the price seems to be forming its bottom. Why? Because this particular area right over here was discussed in our previous analysis, and we talked about the price forming a double bottom, the second bottom being over here, the first bottom being over here, and then the price moving to the upside. Now, what we are really seeing at the same time is that this 50-day simple moving average has dropped much, significantly to the downside, and now it is getting close towards the price action, which is trading right over here. And the price itself is also about to challenge the 200 and the 50-day simple moving average. But before that, what we're going to see is possibly the 50 dropping below the 200-day simple moving average, which will be negative signal in terms of a price action. However, don't lose your hope, because the moment we see the price moving above the 50-day simple moving average like it did over here, that would be the first bullish signal in terms of the price action, showing that this current sell-off that we have seen over here is over. So today at 7 p.m. we are very much going to be seeing this particular momentum. We're going to be focused on these particular moves, and we will see if the price can move above these particular moving averages or not. Of course, the sign for that one is going to be coming from the 4-hour time frame, because on the 4-hour time frame we already see some really sort of a bullish patterns and bullish signals coming. So let me define them in a little bit more detail. First of all, what we have is we have a reverse head and shoulder pattern forming, your first shoulder being over here, your head being over here, your second shoulder being over here. This is what you call a complex reverse head and shoulder formed, and that is likely to break the price to the upside. Secondly, the price broke above the 50 and 100-day simple moving average. Now the 50 is crossing above the 100-day simple moving average, and more importantly, the price has also crossed above the 200-day simple moving average as well. So all of these ones are very, very important bullish signals in terms of the price action, which indicates to us that Bitcoin is more likely to move to the upside from here onwards. So that is what the 4-hour time frame is really telling us. Now, if we move further in down into a smaller time frame from here into the 30-minute time frame, what we really seen over here is bulls are slightly struggling. What is that struggle? The struggle is right over here. The price is moving in a very much of a sideways pattern for the last few for the last day or so. So that is the sideways pattern. Now what we do not want to see is really the price breaking below the 200-day simple moving average, because that will mean that this bullish momentum that we have seen so far, that is likely to be going away. So to summarize, in terms of a Bitcoin price, we want the price to stay above the 200-day simple moving average. That will confirm that this price is going to stay above all these three important moving averages, and we are likely to see much bigger move in terms of a Bitcoin. And on the daily time frame, that would mean the price can actually break above these important moving averages, and we can see much bigger moves. But if the 30-minute time frame drops below this particular price level, then all bets would be off, especially below these two important moving averages, because that would mean that the price is likely to break below these moving averages, and that means that the price is not going to break above them, and then we are likely to see the price coming back into this particular zone. Now quickly going into gold prices, what we really see is that on the daily time frame, the price is challenging the 50 and the 200-day simple moving average on the daily time frame. Our immediate support zone is between 1808 to 1827. Our resistance is at 1915 to 1924. We want the price to stay above the 50 or at least above the 200-day simple moving average. Again, the signs for these ones going to be coming from the 4-hour time frame. We want the price to break above the 4-hour, the 200-day simple moving average, because if it can't, then that really means that the prices are going to be moving into this support area. So we will continue to monitor. Stay safe, and I will post more updates on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to our channel for more latest update in terms of the price action. And of course, if you like the content, please feel free to smash that button, as that helps us on our YouTube channel.